Hi guys, this is Kirsten and today I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough slash review of the Avery A5 calendar inserts. I got mine at Target for $4. You can find them wherever Avery is sold. It seems to be a pretty popular and standard product. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to mention is just ignore this sad failed attempt at a rub-on. Just ignore it. Next thing I want to point out is it originally comes with 3 sections. It has a monthly, weekly, and notes. I do not have the notes section in here. I already have a loose leaf paper, so I had no need for it. But if you are interested in using it as a set, it is very handy. It has the same out gray, blue color scheme as the rest of them with full-length A5 sheet of college rolled paper. Oh my gosh. This is like the 5th time I try to film this, you guys, so sorry if I'm a little tongue-tied or rushed. I'm just trying to get this out for you. And I'm sorry also if I keep moving the camera. I'm just usually very gesture-prone. So let's just bear with me. So aside from the notes section, the main attraction here are the calendar inserts. You get a year worth of undated monthly and weekly calendars. They're wonderful, they're standard, they're pretty user-friendly. So let's just get into the tour, shall we? So of course, on the first section here, you get your personal information if you want to include that in case of emergency, school information, driver information, you know, if you want to get that into it. I obviously haven't. I have my other contact information previously, so I didn't fill it out. You get 2 years on a page. This starts at 2003, so obviously I didn't get it until October, so this is kind of obsolete, but if you got it when it happened, I guess it could be useful, but you have that. The next thing here is a month planner. This is basically a year on 2 page. Here you can put important dates like birthdays. Here I have an upcoming vacation. I'm putting this as my 2015 and upcoming days, whatever, it's there for you if you wish. The next thing is the main thing. Alright, this is a very simple standard monthly planner. It has a place for you to put the month, year, and everything in between. And I love the fact that it's undated because you know what? Sometimes you start your planner at an odd time, and if I buy a conventional inserts or conventional planners, I feel like I'm wasting paper if I start in October. You know, I didn't use, you know, XYZ amount of months, so I feel wasteful. This way you can start whenever you need it and it's perfect. So I started mine in October. I purchased it in September, but I was already trying to use out my other system, so I started in October. I already filled out the lines. The one other thing that I want to notice that I really just didn't like about it, it's just a minor pet peeve, is the fact that they combine Saturday and Sunday. So if you have a lot going on and you like to list every single thing that I usually do, it's not going to work out. But I mean, it is what it is, right? For the price, it's a minor thing. I could work through it. The next thing I want to point out here is the fact that you get 2 sizable sections for notes. This section I already started my monthly goals on here. I haven't finished, and then you could put a key down here. You could record anything that you want, how many times you've done this or whatever. You can just use that there to keep down phone numbers, anything that comes up. So that's a really nice addition to kind of compensate for the fact that this is there. So you get that. So that's that. I mean, the monthly ones are pretty standard, and yeah, the last thing that I want to point out about the monthly section is the fact that it comes with a future planner. This is a year on 1 page. The other one was a year on 2 pages. If I said 1 page, I'm sorry. But it's for, let's say, this is going to be my 2014, mostly 2015 planner. If I want to do 2016 events, you could just put it here so you could keep track of it there. Then the weekly section. If you have watched any of my other planner videos, you know I keep saying that I do not like weekly planners typically, but this has inspired me to use them in a different way. So I will get into that in a minute, but overall, this is like a mirror image. You get your emergency contact information, and then it starts on a Friday. It's a week on 2 pages, undated. These are decorated ones of mine. Let me find a blank one for you. So here you go. You have a place for the week, place for the month, and each day of the week gets its own section. Yes, even Saturday and Sunday, and you also get a very sizable note section, which is lovely. The next thing I want to point out here is the fact that what they initially sell this for is the fact that it is like a time of the day calendar. I don't know what those are called, like appointment calendars, but basically it's supposed to start, your day is supposed to start at 8 and it ends at 5, and you list, you know, wake up, morning routine, whatever it is, you know, by hour. But first of all, my day does not start at 8 o'clock and it doesn't end at 5 o'clock. So this is not enough space. So for me, if you're looking to use this as that kind of a planner, it's just not that useful. But how I have used this is, this is the current week here. I have used this as a 2-column. I kind of ignore the numbers here. I use this section as a to-do list, you know, edit, call my sister, all the above things. And then here I use as notes or important events. So here I put practice sewing, and then books are due, you know, I have class, volunteering, sold 7 hammocks, so on and so forth. And it kind of makes it really easy to narrow down what I want to do for the day, and everything is here. Because the problem that I had with bullet journaling, while it was very easy, quick to start, it was just the fact that it had so much lack of structure that I kind of felt overwhelmed. And having this kind of template makes it a lot easier. I don't have to worry about, you know, am I running out of space, or am I doing this, or blah, 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 blah. It's all there for you. And if I do need more space for any given day, what day do I have it here? I put in a post-it and it just points to this day, and I could just check it off there. So I've been really liking this. In the notes section, I've been doing, like, the notes section in the month overview is I've just been writing my weekly goals. So that is very nice, very affordable. I think if you are just starting out, or you just want something, you want to go back to the basics, this is a great one to have. It's not hard to get a hold of, and it's not hard to move into. But if you're looking for something a little bit more in depth, you're looking for something a little bit more pretty, not so much. It is, you get what you pay for, but I think what you get is a pretty decent thing. I think this is great for, you know, the times where you're in between planners. Let's say you're looking into investing into like an Erin Condren or a very fancy type of planner, but you want something in the meantime. This is a great kind of solution. It has everything that you need, and when the time comes where you move into your better, more fancy planner, you don't feel as bad for kind of putting this on the wayside, since it was so cheap. For me, I think I'm probably going to be sticking with this for at least a few months. Knowing myself, I will probably just use it because I don't want to waste it, and B, because it is so easy. It is so simple. I don't have to think about it. And if I do want to zhuzh it up, which I do, I put just washi tape like you saw. I put some stamps in here. I use different colored pencils, and it just works for me for now. As you can tell by the amount of planner videos, who knows how long this is gonna last me, but for now I think it is really nice, and it fits perfectly into everything else that I have without weighing down my system. So if you are interested in this, if you have any other questions concerning this system, feel free to let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So hope you have a good day. Bye.